I've got the Surface Pro 3 and the Surface Pro 4 in front of me. You may have checked out the full review of the Surface Pro 4 on notebookcheck.net, notebookcheck.com for the German version, and my review video up on our channel as well. But in this video I want to go over two important aspects of the accessories, and that is the type cover keyboards. Of course, for the Surface Pro 4 generation we have the new type cover keyboard. I'm going to get close in with the camera now, and we're going to talk about the differences between not the Surface Pro 4 and the Surface Pro 3, but the keyboards that came with the two. The interesting thing is you can use this keyboard on the Surface Pro 3 and it makes it a nice upgrade. So let's get into the details of the keyboard in this video. So a couple of things to mention before we go through this video. I'm a Surface Pro 3 user for over a year now, and that's the keyboard I've been using. Not every day, all day, but certainly when I go to events, trade shows, press conferences, this is the device that I will take to do all my work, including video rendering and writing. So I've written many thousands of words on this keyboard. This keyboard I've had for about 5 or 6 days now. What I'm going to do is going to go through the mechanics and just some additional feeling aspects of the keyboard. Certainly the one thing I can say straight away is when you move from this keyboard to this keyboard, it's a completely different device. You have a confidence and a stress. The stress level goes down when you switch to this keyboard. There's also a factor here with the touchpad. It's not just the size of it, the silky feel to the surface is just a little bit smoother, and it makes it a little bit more easy to get accurate with that keyboard. Let's zoom in first though and look at some of the mechanical aspects of the two keyboards. This is the type cover for Surface Pro 3. As you can see, very little spacing between the keys. There's a fairly short throw, but the important thing is the pressure required is fairly low and the click point is a little bit soft. Let's switch to the type cover for Surface Pro 4. Now you can see island style keyboards and a much longer, or at least you can actually see the size of the keys and you can see how far they depress. There's a slightly higher pressure required to go through the click, and the click is a little bit harder but still quite comfortable. There's actually not much difference in the pressure required and the click through point, but there might be such a small difference and a small advantage that that's the slight difference that makes all the difference on the type cover for the Surface Pro 4. So this is the Surface Pro 4 with the type cover keyboard from the Surface Pro 3. If you've used the keyboard, you'll recognize that very distinctive echoey feel and bounce and feedback from the keys. This is a test of the type cover for the Surface Pro 3. Well, let's put some word wrap on that. Doesn't matter what app you're using, all I'm doing here is just trying to give you a look at the keyboard. This is a test of the Surface Pro 4 and the type cover from the Surface Pro 3. One thing to note, I had a personal problem on this keyboard with this area of the space bar and had to actually modify it. I've got, I think, an article or a video up on YouTube that shows how I took this apart and I slightly bent the casing because it wasn't registering registering properly on the right hand side. I don't know anyone else that's had that problem, so obviously I had a little manufacturing defect on mine. So anyway, everything works really nicely. It's just the sound, the feedback, and an unknown X factor with this keyboard that doesn't make it 100% comfortable. If I compare it with something like the Satellite Click 10 that I tested yesterday, the review's up on the channel, when I move from that to this feels a whole lot better. So let's bring in the other keyboard. This is the keyboard on the Surface Pro 3 here, but the Type Cover 4. And immediately I've got a softer feel. It's very silky. The tops of the keys are very silky. I can feel my way around the keys, and just everything feels. This X factor is there. This is, I said. Now there is a little bit of a hollowy echo, not quite as bad as the other one, but this is a test of the Type Cover keyboard on the Surface Pro 3. It works fine. I'm not having any word wrap, any issues at all with it, and I'm really happy with it on the Surface Pro 3. Now I'm not a touch typist. I'm a kind of part touch typist. Developed over 35 years of using keyboard, and I'm not classically trained touch typist, so you won't see me doing super fast speeds on this, but the whole experience is just that X factor there makes it a whole lot better. And I would recommend anyone that's keeping their Surface Pro 3 to look at the new Type Cover and buy that, because it is a great upgrade. It will make your Surface Pro 3 feel a whole lot better. You still have that issue there where your knee would be there, perhaps it would be resting on the end of your knee, and this would be up by your belt. That's a problem lapping with the Surface Pro in general, and that applies to both the Pro 3 and the Pro 4. So take it from a Type Cover user for 1 year with the Surface Pro 3. We've got these cross mixed at the moment. That this is a massive upgrade to the Type Cover. It doesn't look much different from where you're looking, but trust me, there's a feel, a feedback, and an X factor to this that just makes it so much more comfortable and so much lower stress levels. You can really focus on typing rather than occasionally having to look and feel and just hear that keyboard. Type Cover 4, Type Cover 3 on the Surface Pro 3 and the Surface Pro 4.